America the ugly. This country is deep, to say the least. As from Louisville, Kentucky to LA to the east, where the race been on. But recently I've been making peace with the fact black bodies are worth more if they're deceased or trapped in a 9x12, awaiting our release. Not taking it upon ourselves to break away and teach the next new crop before they face the next few cops. Cause a traffic stop at night alone could get you rocked. Nina Simone sang, what's the matter with you, rock? Is it my hip-hop? Hey, what's the matter with Tupac? We will finish the journey from Mecca to pilgrimage, build bridges over burial grounds. They filled with us, I grimaced upon a photo I found, a still image of a friend who said to lean on him like Bill Withers. I wish he was still with us. They issue moratoriums on the truth and label us revisionist historians, changing the point of origin and all the events. Any prince with some kind of sense is all arrogance. For generations they've shown us that the American modus operandi control us and try to hold us. Watch your body.
I'm going down today. Don't wanna see another American heartbreak. Oh, you can't keep me down. Oh, America.
Watch your body for me.
I wasn't built to breathe. I will be another American heartbreak. My soul you won't take. You can't keep me down.
The beast brand is strong. To each man his own. For every Tamika Mallory and Nicole Hannah Jones. Get up like Jalen Rose so they don't stand alone. Leaders understand the codes. Pawns do what they suppose. The part that's hard as stone is for you to make it home. If I perish when you're grown, I want you to take the throne. But we're driving you a target, don't be talking on the phone. You an alien, you might as well be walking on the moon. When you walk into a room, never shrink so you can fit in. Your beauty and your brilliance ain't built to keep it hidden your path. More like the vision of Richard Wright was written too long ago to given too strong to be forbidden. So whether saint or sinner, here's the tenor like Kamasi. I'm from the kind of posse that's down with Ta-Nehisi. Clowns can try to box me, their hate can never stop me. I'm a product of American heartbreak, but watch me, I'm still a problem, lifting my wings. Despite the system that vilified the victim, I'm still alive and kicking. I'm a striver, survivor, a husband and a father. From the bloodline of kings, I move different in ya. Watch your body.
Not gonna be down today. Don't wanna see another American heartbreak. Oh, you can't keep me down. Oh, America.
Watch your body for me.
I wasn't built to breathe. I will be another American heartbreak. My soul you won't take. You can't keep me down. Built to last and strong. Nothing gonna hold it down. No power. Black power. That's how I keep holding on. I'm holding on. Yeah, holding on.
Good morning. Yo, I said good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Hope y'all feeling good. Let's go.
You need to check up on your strong friend. Nobody ever checks up on a strong friend. Strong friend. I remember 2003 out here screaming, we next.
We next.
I was gripping that 300 rockin' Rolex GS.
Uh-huh.
I put rhinestones in my do-rag. I put on leather pants. I went to parties just for Bacardi. I tricked, I never danced. All my friends expect to be treated just as my next of kin. Eyebrows lift up if I'm out with them and let them spin. The question is, how is y'all problems becoming my problems? I'm already hiding all of my problems behind my pop problems. When I was 9, see my father beat the shit out my mama. I'm smiling right now, I'm trying not to cry about him. Alcoholic, I just spent 5,000 trying to buy bottles of Patron again. Now sing along with your strongest friend. Suicide is suicide. Suicide is suicide. Suicide is suicide. Suicide is suicide. You need to check up on your strong friend, the one with strength that's never gone in, the one with sense, take care of several grown men, pay their rent, and then they trade on him. The devil play to win. I remember I had my head Campbell and my Mercedes Benz. You probably thought she gave in to the plot of Satan's sin. She got demons greater than you and I. This message is too denying and it's shady. You say we friends, we'll take care of Lyric 80 and Baby Queen like they Haley did. Shit, it's my funeral, y'all should play all my songs too. Hope my body look beautiful while I lay in my strong suit. Rumors spread about me that ain't true, that's how the fake do. If I'm the strong friend, then what the fuck
Does that make you?
Check up on your strong friend.
Yeah, Royce, I feel that one.
It's funny, they laugh at me because I'm different, but I laugh at them because they're all the same. Kurt Cobain. We all just suicidal kids telling other suicidal kids suicide ain't the answer. Kendrick Lamar. The worst thing to call somebody is crazy. It's dismissive. I don't understand this person, so he's crazy. That's bullshit. These people are not crazy. They're strong people. Maybe their environment is a little sick. Dave Chappelle. Black people don't know a goddamn thing about therapy. Self. Capital Steez, Taheem, Chester Bennington. Reflections of your strong.
Good morning, y'all. Today's date is February 15th, Monday, 2021. My name is Cymarshall, and you're now in tune to episode 38 of the Cymarshall Show, Strong Friend. Strong Friend. That last joint I played was by Royce the 5'9", and it was called Strong Friend. The song before that I played was called American Heartbreak, and that was by Black Thought. So how y'all doing this morning? Matter of fact, let me turn this somber ass instrumental off. There you go. Start this Monday right, feeling good, you know what I'm saying? Good vibes, good positive energy. Yeah, I hope you guys had a wonderful Valentine's Day weekend. But before we go all into that, let's go ahead and start our morning prayers. Universal gods, I'd like to thank you. Gods, Jah, multiversal gods, cosmic intelligence, great architect, universal loves, laws, gods, God, Most High, Creator. Thank you for allowing us to wake up today full of purpose. Thank you for our inner peace. Thank you for our inner strength. Thank you for our physical strength. Thank you for our emotional strength. Thank you for our spiritual awareness. Thank you for love. Thank you for our healthy hearts, our healthy brains, our healthy lungs, our healthy kidneys, our healthy livers, intestines, pancreas, colon, skin, our healthy everything, God, our healthy relationships, our healthy jobs, our healthy families. Thank you for insight, foresight, and introspection. Universal gods, thank you for learning. Thank you for honesty. Thank you for vulnerability that allows us to see who we really are and where we're really going. Thank you for self-reflection. Thank you for friends that stick by us no matter what. Thank you for today. Thank you for this week. It's going to be a great week, and we thank you for that. Blessings. Thank you. Amen. So yeah, I hope y'all had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. It was Valentine's Day weekend, so shout out to all the people celebrating love over the weekend, and also celebrate to all the people that didn't have a significant other but still found ways to love, because on this show we talk quite often about self-love. So even if you didn't have someone to necessarily share Valentine's Day weekend with, I hope that you loved yourself. If you had a mother who needed some love, if you had a sister who needed some love, a brother, a friend, I hope you take every day to show love. But, you know, since it's Valentine's Day weekend, we should really love every day. But I want to give a big shout out to, you know, those who are celebrating love this weekend. You know what I think is whack as hell? I think it's whack when someone jumps up and says, I want to celebrate the love of my partner. I love my partner. Like, I love my partner. And sometimes I feel like on internet there's a lot of overcompensation. Like, people have to show you they're happy or they're in love or they're in a good mood. But a lot of times I feel like people decide to rip others down based off how they actually feel on the inside. So when I see people celebrating love, I big them up. Like that, I think it's dope. I think love is a good thing. And I think anyone who sees love and doesn't know how to handle it, they probably have some issues. It's like, I remember when Pharrell's song Happy came out, I remember I had this co-worker and she was like, yo, I hate that song. Who the hell is happy all the time? That shit weak. And I just remember thinking, like, you might not like the tone of the song, but the man is like putting out positive energy and love into the universe and trying to do something good. So when she showed me that she had such disdain for the song, it started making me think, like, what do you have in your heart? Like, why do you have so much hatred for someone showing that they're in love or someone showing that they're happy? So I want to give a big shout out to people that don't knock others, don't kick people down when they show that they are actually in need of love too. So it's like, you want something great and you look at someone else with something great, and what are you gonna do? Do you either praise it, do you learn how to get there, or do you knock it? Do you kick it down? And this is a big shout out to those that celebrate love, because I'm definitely someone who celebrates love every day, all day. To me, love is the greatest strength. And today's show is called Strong Friend. And I feel like in order to be that strong friend, because there's all types of friends. They have friends that are takers. There's friends. You have the funny friends. You have the friends that only come around once in a while that you rarely ever see. And then you have the friends that you can depend on. Like, you can depend on these friends sometimes more than your own family. You know what I'm saying? You just know that when you call this friend or when you reach out to this friend, they're always gonna be there. They're consistent. So this show is about them. I want to give a big shout out to the strong friends, because I feel like a lot of the times the strong friends bear their own problems. And they don't want to give other people their problems because they don't want to burden anyone else. So every day they come out and they have this big smile on their face. They're positive. They're giving you all the love and positive energy in their body. However, when it's time for them to get some comfort or some consoling, no one ever thinks to console them or comfort them, because they always seem to be okay. Like, always seem to be okay, to the point where you stop thinking about them. It's like the only time you do think about them is when you need a strong friend to lean on. And they're always going to be there because that's who they are. But you know what I'm saying? I always feel like you can look in somebody's eyes. You can, if you're in person with them, you can actually feel their energy. And a lot of times that's why I'm quiet, because I'm definitely a feeler. Meaning that if we're in the same room and you're talking, sometimes I'm not even listening to what you're saying. The first thing I'm doing is feeling your energy. And that is something that is, it's natural to me. I digress. So I feel like a lot of times the strong friend is someone who is helping out the younger ones. They're helping out the older ones. They're helping out people at work. They're helping out everybody but themselves. And there's a lot of that going on right now, and I feel like it's really hard to notice what's going on in the moment, because you might be in pain because you need a strong friend, and this strong friend is going to be there. But I feel like a lot of people are hurting right now on different levels for different reasons all over the planet. I feel like a lot of people are hurting right now, and I don't know if the strong friends are cracking on the inside, because I know I personally I don't like to give other people my problems. I will keep things inside to myself for as long as I can, and it's definitely for that reason. Because I also feel like if you can't help me with my problem, if I think you can't help me with my problem, I'm not telling you. What am I gonna burden myself with putting out the negative energy of what's festering on the inside of me by telling you, knowing that you can't help? I feel like sometimes just talking about your problems helps. I think that a lot of people decide to get therapists over that, but I feel like you have to be a strong individual to even decide to get therapy, because it's like you have to look at yourself in the mirror and decide that you want to be better. You have to love yourself, and that's why I come back to the strong friends are always the friends with the most love in them. And sometimes it's even hard for them to go to therapy. I know, to be quite honest and quite clear, to be transparent, I've had therapy, and it's been in the last year, and I haven't really told anyone about it because I feel like, you know, if I wouldn't have been in therapy if I could have talked to you about it. So I feel like a lot of people are struggling on the inside, but on the outside, all you ever see is their smile and them getting done what they need to get done. You getting inspired by them because every day they seem to like be on their P's and Q's, dotting their I's and crossing their T's. Every time you've seen this person, they're like a robot and they're doing everything they're supposed to be doing, to the point you start thinking, you know, they're an alien. And maybe this person doesn't break. Maybe this person doesn't cry. Maybe this person doesn't hurt. But let me tell you something. We all bleed blood. We all have hearts. We all have brains. Nobody's perfect. So if you ever see somebody online or in person who seems to always be doing great, check on them. Check on them. If you have a strong friend you know that is always helping everybody else out, always there when you need them, when was the last time you called them to see how they were doing? See, you know, really ask them, like, how are you doing? And not allowed yourself to take some BS answer from them, some one word, oh, I'm good. If you haven't seen someone in like super long, or if you haven't had a real conversation with someone in super long and their reply to you is how you been and it's, I'm good, dig deeper. Dig deeper. Because I know if you let me get away with I'm good, a lot of times I'm gonna get away with it. I'm gonna get away with it, and I'm never gonna look back, and I'm never going to say to you what's really on my heart and mind, because I feel like you really don't care. And that could be wrong of me, but I feel like if you really cared, you might dig a little deeper. A lot of times people ask, how are you doing? And they don't expect to get back a real answer, because I feel like most of the world gives robotic answers. So it's like when they say, how are you doing? They expect you to say good. And so the conversation can keep moving on to what they're really in your presence for, what they've really come for. They've really come to ask you of your services. They don't really want to know how you're doing, or that's what I think. And I feel like definitely a lot of the times I'm wrong. But if you don't like push the issue a little bit, and I don't mean like pry into someone's life, because I know if I don't want you to know something and you keep pushing, you're just gonna piss me off. But you can ask 1 or 2 times and really look me in the eyes. And I'm not talking about me specifically. It could be anyone. You know, you could have a friend right now who's in desperate need of someone, anybody, to just push them a little bit. Like, you sure? You sure you're okay? Are you sure you're okay? Because, you know, a lot of things have been going on in the last year. Pandemic, COVID, people losing jobs. So if you know someone that's been through all these things, if you know someone that is getting their ass whooped at work, if you know someone that is a single mom or single dad and they're just constantly working, you know, they're constantly finding ways to put food on the table, they're constantly finding ways to build other people up, just make sure you're checking on that person. Because a lot of the times, the strongest people will not say anything. So I want to give a big shout out to the strongest people. You know what got me thinking about strong people? I watched a movie over this weekend, and the movie was called Judas and the Black Messiah. I spoke about it a little bit on Friday. It's the story of FBI informant infiltrating the Black Panthers and assisting the government, the CIA, the FBI, with information on Fred Hampton of the Black Panther Party. And I learned a lot of things while I was watching that movie. One of the biggest things that I learned that I didn't know is that when Fred Hampton was doing all this revolutionary fighting for the people, my man was 21 years old. So sometimes we feel like we're not ready to be who we think we're gonna be one day. But if you got brothers out here like Fred Hampton doing what he did by the time he was 21, you know what I'm saying? He brought the city of Chicago together. He brought those gangs together. A lot of people don't know the full history on the Black Panthers or Fred Hampton or even Huey P. And there's a lot of information out there for you to get if you look for it. You have to want to look for it, and the answers are out there. But yeah, Fred Hampton, it blew me away. That movie, it was a real great movie. It was a real great movie. And all I could think of is, yo, those were all young leaders that had the bravery, that had the heart to step out on the front lines in front of the regular man who, you know, maybe didn't have the heart or mind or bravery, and put themselves on the front line. And I feel like, yo, if they were 21, they had to be some special types of humans, because I know I look at a lot of the youth of today, and I can't see them being anywhere near anything like Fred Hampton. So Fred Hampton definitely appeared to be a strong friend type, a leader on the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Leaders put themselves on the line. They step out first for the rest of us. And a lot of times, the rest of us, you, I, when a strong friend shines their light and shows us the bravery within them, you know what happens next. If you're in the right state of mind, it's going to inspire you to, you know, be the same. So Fred Hampton every night was getting on the mic, inspiring thousands of people, inspiring a city, a country of people. And the brother was 21. So if you're unfamiliar with the whole Black Panther story, or you think that, you know, the Panthers were only violent or negative, that is wrong. And there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of movies out there to go against that. And I think you should definitely check out Judas and the Black Messiah. It was a real dope movie. I believe it was directed by, I think it was King. I don't want to mess this up. It was on, what did I watch it on as well? Directed by Shaka King. I'm glad that I looked that up, because I was about to say Sean King. Yeah, so shout out to Shaka King for directing that. It's real dope. I watched it on HBO Max. HBO Max has been killing it recently. You know, they're coming out with all the same day as theater movies. So that was the last one that came out. The next one that's coming out, I'm not sure, but all I know is that they show them on HBO Max for 30 days before you have to pay for them. But I've had HBO Max for a while, so I'm in tune to all of that. On Valentine's Day, they came out with the trailer for the Justice League Director's Extended Cut, the Zack Snyder cut. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with the whole story, but before that movie came out, Justice League in 2017, Warner Brothers Studio cut the movie. They cut Joker out, they cut all types of things out of the movie, and, you know, the fans weren't happy. And Zack Snyder was like, yo, the movie I wanted to give out, I wanted to give y'all, I still have it. And then I feel like the fans put pressure on the Warner Brothers studio to actually, you know, put out this movie. So in March, Zack Snyder is putting out a 4.5-hour long Justice League movie. No cuts. Straight raw. Straight raw. So I can't wait to see that. You know I'm a comic book guy. So big shout out to the whole HBO Max. And I hope the Justice League comes through. I'm not feeling the Warner Brothers studio for what they did to that the brother who plays Cyborg. A few other people have came out and said that Joss Whedon was horrible to work with on the set and in totality. So he's in some hot water right now, but we'll see how that goes. I want to continue on. We're going to come back and talk about that a little bit more. I'm going to get into the song of the day right now, and the song of the day is called Something Ain't Right, Masiago featuring JID and Rhapsody, and is off the Judas and the Black Messiah soundtrack. My name's Cymarshall Law. This is episode 38 of the Cymarshall Law Show. Strong friend. Stay with us, y'all. Let's go.
Has moved in view of my eyesight. Hold up, wait a minute, sound me right. The corruption has moved in view of my eyesight.
Look, and as I lay me down to rest. I lay my sword, my lady lays upon my chest. It's been a crazy war. The devil's banging on my door, my dear. I hear the shots ring, lay on the floor. I don't fear anyone but to make it. Cause we could never murder hate, but can murder a hater. What's some more American way than trying to give them a taste of their own medicine? Prevalent, ethnic rebels, the revolution and melanin. Bust a move to the ghetto, we must improve the development. Brought some food for the fellowship, got the news on my brethren. Call the goons in the government, come correct the corruption. Break the racial construction, building up. In a spirit of liberation, give me life or I'll take it, that's my human right. Universally, you and I, we could be unified. But when you speak the truth beyond your youth, they want you euthanized. Creeping through the night, is something moving right? And shoulders, and shoulders.
Tell me right. The corruption has moved in view of my eyesight. Hold up, wait a minute, tell me right.
Let's go, let's go.
The corruption has moved in view of my eyesight.
Hold up. Watch over me and my body, man. Trouble all around, can't trust nobody, man. Devil on my heels and y'all wanna cross me. Loyalty to God and my loyalty to Bobby. Always lying on us to the cameraman. Death all around, pray we never light a candle. Knowing somebody gotta die for our freedom, bro. Know they plotting on me at the sounds of the battle.
Ain't nobody I fear, I'm ready.
Watch my back while I press on steady.
Hey.
Load my gun, full clip, no hits. The government, the pigs, did the seat like a levy.
Blood thy hood with the blood of the soldier.
Talk.
Poor black man, look over thy shoulder.
Talk, COINTELPRO got the target on. But we don't stand down to the people all free screaming.
Hold up,
Hold up. Wait a minute.
tell me right.
Something ain't right.
Corruption has moved in view of my eyesight.
Cymarshall Law Show, let's go.
Hold up, wait a minute, now I wanna fight. The corruption has moved in view. And I can't let you get away. Can't let you get away. Hold up, wait a minute, something right. The corruption has moved in view of my eyesight.
Yo! Shout out to Masiago, Rhapsody, JID. Yo, Masiago is a jewel. I'm so glad I found that brother this year. It's one of the dopest artists I found this year. In the last year. Yo, if y'all ever know about dope artists or real dope songs that you want me to play, shoot me an email. I respond. If you're not, being crazy in my email and my DMs, because I definitely got a few crazy people in my DMs. Yeah, so hit me up on Instagram. On every platform, my @ is the same. Luckily, I'm one of the people on the internet that has been able to keep their same @ everywhere. So it's @CYMARSHALLLAW. So Cymarshall Law. @Cymarshall Law with 3 L's. So hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, Triller. What else am I on? TikTok. Can you even direct message people on TikTok? Showing my age out here. I digress. So it's Monday. We got that right? It is Monday, right? I want to get into my good news of the day. My good news of the day is about Steph Curry and Ayesha Curry. During this pandemic, I recently found out that Steph and Ayesha have quietly provided 15 million meals during the pandemic. I'll say that again. Steph and his wife Ayesha Curry, during this pandemic, have supplied 15 million meals to those in need. Big shout out to Steph, making it happen. Let's see. Last summer, as COVID-19, the pandemic stalled the economy, leaving many out of work, Steph and his wife Ayesha launched Eat, Learn, Play, a foundation that helps families struggling to put food on the table through donations to the Alameda County Community Food Bank and the Oakland, California school system. Steph said, unquote, "We know the world is changing before our eyes in terms of dealing with the spread of coronavirus. And we just found out that the Oakland Unified School District is closing their doors for the foreseeable future. So we want to intercede on behalf of the kids that rely on the daily services and try to help any way we can." Since then, the initiative has expanded exponentially. After joining forces with the world-renowned Chef Jose Andres, founder of the non-profit disaster relief group World Central Kitchen, Steph and Ayesha's foundation has gone from serving 4,000 meals a week to 300,000. That's incredible. So big shout out to Stephen Curry and Ayesha Curry for doing the Lord's work, stepping out on the front lines and being the leaders that the people need. A lot of times I feel like, and I don't want to be in anyone's pockets, but I feel like a lot of times the people that the common man that the masses worship, I don't see them often enough turning around and helping out the people. And I suppose no one's obligated to do anything. I suppose they look at the situation like I don't owe anybody anything. However, when we see you lavishly spending on jewelry and material things, and then you look at the lower class of people that might not have a good meal a day, or they might not have a good meal a week, I often wonder, like, maybe that's why God hasn't made me a billionaire yet, because I'd probably give all my billions away. I'm joking, but like, what am I gonna do with $1 billion? I mean, a house, a car, food for my family. Beside that, all I can think of is helping. I just want to help. So a lot of times we see these like superstars, and you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in anyone's pockets. Who am I to tell another man or woman how to spend their money? It's just that when your chain is this big and your head is this big, you know? So shout out to those that are in a good position to help others, and they use their funds, like Steph and Ayesha Curry, to fight the greater good fight the disproportionate evils in this world. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Curry family. What else we got here? A lot of things I saw over the weekend. I saw that there's this rapper that's saying that Safari scammed him out of $1,000. You know, allegedly. Obviously, I don't know. But what I can say is that during this pandemic, there have been a lot of well-known artists who are either reaching out by themselves or having their account, more than likely they're having their accounts taken over by someone, or someone has hacked their account. And they're reaching out to young artists who are vulnerable and want to make a name for themselves. And they're scamming the shit out of these artists. You know, and I know this for a fact because I've gotten emailed. I've got DM'd on Instagram by a couple of people who I would say are my favorite artists. And I don't want to put them out there, but they're definitely artists you know. Like, definitely. And I got a direct message from two artists that we all know. Like, dope artists. And I knew it was fake. They were asking me to do a joint. They said they've been hearing my joints and they're like, you know, your shit is dope. Your shit is dope. Guess who it is? No. And, you know, they want to do a joint. So, your first thing as an artist, you're like, yo, they think my joints is dope. You want to stroke your ego, you know what I'm saying? You've been working hard on your artistry, and this person's respecting your gangster. So, you reply. And the reply I got from this person and another person who hit my email, do you know that replies were identical, word for word? They hit me with a paragraph and a half, and every single word from artist A and artist B was exactly the same. It was a copy and paste. So I never responded to either one of them, because I just thought like, nah, you're not getting me today. So I came across this article over the weekend that said a rapper says Safari scammed him out of a G. And then when I read the article, it sounded all too familiar. So artists out there that are trying to, like, you know, make a come up and trying to work with artists that I suppose are established, just be careful, y'all, because in 2021 there's a lot of scammers on the internet. People are broke out here and they're trying to find ways to get over, and if that means stepping on your neck so they can get to the next level, they're gonna do that. So shout out to artists just trying to do the right thing. Shout out to artists who take money from people and then do right by them. They return with the verse, and the verse is hot, and everybody's happy. The person who worked hard for their money and spent it because they decided that you were someone they wanted on their project, they're not unhappy because you came through for them, because you understood that this person works hardest for their money. And they decided to give it to you because they feel like your services were dope and you didn't shit on them. Shout out to you for that. What else we got going on? I seen Melania Trump has been bitter and chilly toward her husband because her tarnished reputation, a report says. I don't mean to laugh. How are you gonna be mad because of your tarnished reputation as if you didn't marry the man? That's like people who get into relationships with someone, and then, you know, later on down the line they're trying to change who that person was, as if that person wasn't that person before they got into the relationship. I mean, we can all change, but the fundamental core things about a person, how you gonna, it's like getting married to someone and deciding that, nah, I don't like the things you've been doing for the last 15 years. Like, motherfucker, you could have said that at the altar. Now Melania is saying she's upset towards Trump. What you gonna do? Yo, the bigger news is that this guy got acquitted. You know what is confusing to me about him getting acquitted? Or no, it's not confusing. So this weekend I watched a series on Showtime, and it's called Your Honor. and it's with, I think the actor's name is Bryan Cranston. He's the actor who played Walt on Breaking Bad. So he has a series on Showtime called Your Honor. And without giving up too much to the show, there was this court case, and the evidence was overwhelming in one direction. And needless to say, that it didn't pan out the way that the lawyers thought it would pan out, even though the evidence was overwhelmingly in one direction. And I feel like that's the same thing that's going on with your boy DT right now. I mean, he quite clearly was fucking up. But yet here we are talking about this man getting acquitted. I mean, if it were me and I incited a riot on the Capitol, do you know I would be underneath 5 jails right now? Privilege. We got the wrong leaders, y'all. And so I come back to our strong leaders. We need the strong leaders because a lot of times we have false leaders in place, people who are in place only to lead us down the wrong paths and to show us the wrong things. Like if this is our president, if that was supposed to be our leader, imagine if all the followers were just like him. And I feel like half of them are. It's madness. It's madness. What else happens over the weekend? I seen that there was earthquakes in Japan. Japan warned us aftershocks after an earthquake severs power and injures over 150 people. That was yesterday when I read that during the day. So may have happened a lot more than that since then. So shout out to the people who, on top of the pandemic and COVID right now, are going through natural disasters. I know New Zealand went through, I think they got hit by a tsunami a few days ago, maybe a week ago. Now Japan. So people are going through it in all different types of levels. So I just want to give a big shout out to everyone that's doing their best to keep afloat right now. And life is hitting them from every different type of angle. And yeah, man, these prayers are for you. This strength and love and positive energy is for you. And I feel like a lot of us need that right now, and a lot of us are not going to say we need it because we're trying to be the strong friend and always help out other people. But if you're the strong friend and you've been busting your ass all year to help everyone, this is for you. What else we got here? I found that out that, and this probably happens way more often than we actually see. But I read that a bullied 18-year-old TikTok star who had over 1 million followers, not that that matters now, but committed suicide in the last week. Listen, y'all. These kids are inside during the pandemic. They have not as much outside contact as they used to have. So they're using a majority of their time, a lot of their time on the internet, on social media, comparing themselves to other people, because a majority of what's on the internet is you just comparing yourself to other people. And if you're a kid and your brain and your heart is not as mature as it one day will be, it's harder for, I think, an 18-year-old to understand what's real and what's fake and what's listen, this person was getting bullied online. So people were saying how ugly she was, and she was a really pretty girl. And you know, she couldn't take it. Bullied 18-year-old TikTok star commits suicide. So everything that she showed before that showed strong and smiling, you know what I'm saying? And then, because I went through a couple of her videos, and she's committed suicide. Which brings me to my point. Check on your strong friend, because you never know who's going through what. People will smile in your face all day and yes you to death all day. I'm good, all day. Check up on your strong friend, and not one of those punk ass check-ons. Like, check on them. Like, you good? Like, are you good? feel like this is not happening enough. We need each other to survive. So rest in peace to the young lady that committed suicide, and condolences to her family and friends. Real sad. In other news, I'm finding more teachers having sex with children. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I mean, I'm pretty sure women outnumber men by a whole lot on planet Earth. And when I open my eyes and look around, I feel like men are always trying to get with a woman. And, you know, I guess everyone has their issues, but what I'm trying to say is I just don't see why a teacher who's actually attractive would have to, I don't want to say stoop, but like couldn't contain themselves and they have to have sex with a child that's underage. Like, that is the most irresponsible thing. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I've put my child in your care, and you've taken my baby and taken his innocence or her innocence. I just don't get it, but I feel like it's been happening more and more often. Maybe like these teachers haven't been able to get out of the pandemic and decide that they're so horny they got it. I don't know. I don't get it. A lot of things that I don't understand is hard for me to explain because I don't understand them. Like racist, I can't really explain racist to you. I can't. I mean, I can try to give you insight from them. I can read books and try to tell you what they might be thinking, but at the end of the day, I'm not you. It's like you trying to tell me about me. You couldn't tell me some things about me, but what's really making me tick and go on the inside, only really I know. You'd have to be me to know that. So these people are highly disturbing, and I don't understand them. It's crazy out here. So back to what I was saying about strong friends, you know what I'm saying? It's the strong friends during these crazy times that we lean on for guidance and assistance, and sometimes they don't want to be strong themselves. Sometimes they don't even want to get up in the morning. But they do anyway, and they do it for themselves, they do it for you, they do it for the love of life, they do it for the love of themselves, and I feel like the love is lacking. And to me, love equals strength. Someone asked the other day, a female online, she said, when guys, when I post something, like when I post my kid, and you have the option to like click the heart emoji or like emoji or whatever emoji, the guys feel it's soft to click the love emoji. And I was highly interested because I'm always clicking the love emoji. And I read the comments, and I would say 80% of the male comments in there were like, nah, son, I never click the love emoji. That's soft. And I was gonna say all I could think, but nah, I actually wrote it. Sometimes I'm up for the debate. I definitely had to write in there like, yo, y'all got it twisted, because love is the strongest thing on planet Earth. There is nothing soft about love. And if there is something soft about love, it's the good type of soft. It's the type of soft that doesn't break. Not the soft you can just rip it apart. It's love can be all types of things. Sometimes love is undefinable as so many things. But what it never is something to be looked down upon. It's never something to be ashamed about. And I feel like a lot of men especially grew up from their boyhood feeling like they always had to show their tough side. They always had to be strong. And being vulnerable and honest and loving was not strong. But that is incorrect. I feel like when you're able to show your true self, when you're able to cry in front of people if you need to, when you're able to express who you are without feeling like you have to put on a show for people, without feeling like you have to impress people in the room, I feel like that's strength. I feel like that shows love of yourself. So many times I've been in a room with someone and there've been one person, and then as soon as other people join that same room, they start turning into other people. It's like it's obvious to me they're trying to like put on a show for someone, or like, and I think that shit is crazy. So many times I've been in places and like been cool with someone and then got around other people, and then they'll like try to like make fun of me in front of other people, and I'm like, you don't have to put on a show for no one. Be yourself, because we were cool before, you know, other people came here, and I feel like that's when someone doesn't have to do that, when they're content in being who they are no matter who's around, and they're comfortable in their own skin, I feel like that's strength. I feel like that's love. And I feel often that people put on a show, and when you put on a show, to me, that's showing weakness. Like when I show you my emotion, there's nothing weak about it. Ask anybody who knows me if there's anything weak about my emotion. Matter of fact, it's my strongest point. My emotion is how I'm able to do all this. And I know for a fact that, you know, when I go on stage, I show it all. Like if you ever been to a Cymarshall Law show, you're gonna feel it all. Because I don't hide anything. This is who I am, because I understand my individuality is my strength. The love within me is my strength. So if I decide to, if Mr. not show you his emotions and keep all his strength inside, one day decides to give it all to you and show you everything, there's nothing weak about that. Nothing weak about that. So shout out to the strong friends who allow us all to shine our lights because they shine theirs. Shout out to you. So yeah. What we got here? I think we're about wrapped up. I want to get into matter of fact, let me play one more joint and then we'll come back with the song of the, or we'll come back with the quote of the day, and then end it out there. This one is called, as far as like leaders and strong friends and leaders, this one is called Martin, Malcolm, and Madiba, and it was off the Cymarshall Law and Mr. Joker album, Hip Hop and the Soul 3. Shout out to the leaders, shout out to the strong friends. Cymarshall Law Show, if you enjoy the show, click subscribe, share it. Love and positive energy. It's gonna be a good day, y'all. Let's go.
This one is necessary right here. Joker, let's go. I don't give a damn about radio play. I'ma say all the things that nobody wanna say. I said I don't give a damn about radio play. I'ma say all the things that nobody wanna say. I said I don't give a damn about radio play. I'ma say all the things that nobody wanna say. Hey, I don't give a damn about radio play. I'ma say all the things that nobody wanna say. What happened to you in high school? You was the man. Let me guess, you followed your friends, you never had a plan. Within the prison of your mind, you don't have freedom. If you never stand for nothing in your life will lack meaning. Unfortunately, to touch the light is another fight. You getting hated on, you doing something right. You might incur damages. But Martin said the measure of a man is where he stands in times of challenges. With slight hope on a tightrope, how he balances. Society hope on what I wrote, never average. You gotta have twice the heart, be twice as smart. Right from start, life is a movie, you gotta write your part. It's pretty much anything that you could do, and every action you make just shows us who are you. Brave enough to lead, and life will have so much to offer ya. Gotta turn your back on the crowd to lead the orchestra. We need less followers, we need more leaders, more Martins, more Malcolms, more Medivas, more students in life, and more teachers. Did you come to play in the game, sit in the bleachers? We need less followers, we need more leaders, more Martins, more Malcolms, more Medivas, more students in life, and more teachers. Making a living, but your job is like facing a prison. Just cause you got a hand on me, you gotta take what you given. This system built for me to fail, I'm not trying to make no excuses. Cause what's inside a man is what he eventually produces. At times in his life, Malcolm X might have seen ruthless, but he said no matter who tells it, he's down
down for what the truth is? Are you down for the real and fake? What's gonna seal your fate? Or all the promises you keep and all the deals you break? That's why I'll never stop rocking like Medusa for my freedom, like Asada in Cuba. Don't need a jeweler to know I'm a ruler. And let the children of the future, the revolution has no days off like Ferris Bueller. Stop, you can't picture me like a camera phone. The greatest people in the world, never scared to stand alone.
Never.
Within the dark pursuit of light, your only option. You're not righteous if you only do right when someone's watching.
We need less followers, we need more leaders, more Martins, more Malcolms, more Medivas, more students alike, and more teachers.
Did you come to play in the game?
We'll sit in the bleachers.
We need less followers,
We need more leaders, more Martins, more Malcolms, more Medivas,
more students alike.
and more teachers.
Did you come to play in the game or sit in the bleachers?
Straight and small, I'm a climbing when I face a wall. I might take a fall, but I don't serve the world by playing small. Mandela said a lot and left clues like any man that tries to rob me of my thing that he will lose. The kids need guidance, I'm obligated to go and spit. It's nothing worse than being lost and not knowing it. It's crazy though, all the bullshit on the radio. If I let them listen, then my kids won't know what way to go. The world is moving faster, ain't nobody trying to take it slow. Not everyone's about the mighty dollar trying to make a dough. You wouldn't know by the way that it's gone, it's not absurd. Wanna be a leader like Medina in Johannesburg. Yes, you were, but you're acting like you're not a king. Copy it like a clone of zombie, straight follow it. I'd rather be a loner with my own identity, lost within a crowd where nobody will remember me.
I don't give a fuck about radio play. I'ma say all the things that
Nobody wanna say,
I don't give a fuck about radio play. I'ma say all the things that
nobody wanna say,
I don't give a fuck
about radio play.
I'ma say all the things that nobody wanna say. I don't give a fuck about radio play. I'ma say all the things that
Nobody wanna say, hey.
We need less followers. We need
More leaders, more Martins, more Malcolms, more Medivas, more students of life, and more teachers. If you come to play in the game, we'll sit in the bleachers. I said we need more. Yo, we need less followers, we need more leaders. Did you come to play or just sit in the bleachers? Yay, yay! Cymarshall Law Show, episode 38. Strong friend, thank you for joining me today. I want to end out with my quote of the day. And it is by Fred Hampton. It's only right. Again, Cymarshall Law Show, episode 38. Strong friend, if you enjoy the show, subscribe, share, tell your people about it. I hope y'all have a great Monday. Hope y'all have a great week, and I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Let's end out with the quote of the day. Fred Hampton, y'all. It's a short one, but potent. You have to understand that people have to pay a price for peace. If you dare to struggle, you dare to win. Fred Hampton. One more time. You have to understand that people pay a price for peace. If you dare to struggle, you dare to win. Fred Hampton. Remember that, y'all. My name is Cymarshall Law. This has been episode 38. Hope y'all have a great week. Peace, love, and positive energy. And we are out like that.